Good morning. It's just after 8:30. Yes, you're probably saying to yourself, you never ever see me up this early. But there's a reason for it. It's a Friday, it's Jummah Day, which means it's a day of Sabbath for Muslims. And myself and my father and a few other people are going to head to the Mausoleum of the father of Bangladesh, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. And whilst heading that way, we're going to travel over the longest bridge in Bangladesh, which was recently completed, the Padma River Bridge. So the vehicle has finally arrived. It's going to be about 3.5 journey to the destination. So we'll better get moving.
শিল্পী তুমি এখানে চলে যাও, তুমি বসো, তুমি ভিতরে ঢুকো ভাই। শিল্পী তুমি চাচির সাথে বসো, আর এখানে সালে বসবে, আর ওইগুলোকে পিছনে যেতে হবে।
And we're off.
যেদিক দিয়ে আসো ওই দিক দিয়ে বেরো।
In case you're wondering about the noise of the blues and twos, we're actually in a police vehicle. We've been privileged enough to be able to travel in it today. Police are waving, makes a change. Many toll booths we go through en route. Flashes this police pass. And we're now crossing the Padma Bridge. Let's check out those views there. So I think we're going to pull over here and step out for a few moments. Step out of that in one piece. Right, so a bit of drama ensued there, and I just wasn't in the right frame of mind to vlog it because I left the camera in the vehicle. So this is what happened. Flew the drone whilst following the vehicle on the bridge, and then I decided I must be going the wrong way because both ends of the bridge looked the same. So what I did, as you guessed it, I flew it the wrong way. Went out of range, and then the auto land kicked in. It went back to its original location. So by the time we got to the other side of the bridge, we had to try and get permission from the police to try and get back. So we went to the local police station, and they were kind enough to lend us one of their cars. They drove us back to the location. So I had a look around there. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be found. Not even pieces of it, because if a vehicle had gone over it, would have found some bits. So what I suspect happened, as it was coming into land very slowly, a passing car saw it, stopped, and decided to give themselves an early Christmas present at my expense. But hey, as they say, these things happen. It is what it is. So I'm keeping my spirits about it, and we just continue on the journey and enjoy the rest of the day. And hey, as long as you have your health, that's the main thing that matters. It's only a piece of plastic at the end of the day. That's the vehicle I'm travelling in all its glory. We've just taken a bit of a pit stop, so we've got about, I think, 56 kilometres left. And here's a lovely stall here, selling all local street food there, with an old deer manning it. I see, and a bit of a convenience store next to it. It's all very colourfully laid out, I must say, and even the dining area. A couple of umbrellas there to shelter under. And so we basically stopped here because you have a mango tree up ahead, which is synonymous, and legend has it, it's over 100 years old. So we're going to have a look at that in a mo. And this is the walk to it. There's a few chickens in my path there. They love their chickens. They love to rear them and eat them fresh so that they can lay eggs for you every day, all fresh. And I've experienced that firsthand over the years each time I visited this country. So it's the Hironkandi mango tree in front of us. Oh, some lovely delights there, but I dare not chance them. So, this is the mango tree. And may I introduce you to my cousin Fahdi? Say hello.
Hello. 100 বছরেরও বেশি পুরনো আম গাছ, এটা 100 বছরের বেশি সময়ের আগে আম গাছ। এটা অনেক দর্শনার্থীরা আসছে। আমরা সেই সিলেট থেকে এখানে গোপালগঞ্জে আসছি আমরা এই আম গাছটা দেখার জন্য।
Okay, so basically he's saying we've come all this way to see a mango tree, in not so many words, which is 100 years old, if not more. So we'll just wander around it. But are there any mangoes on it? So it's not your ordinary tree, but if you're into climbing trees, it should be a cinch. Should be good fun for you. Just coming up this way there. Easy to do, and just climb up there. For the monkey in you. That's Fadi posing by the tree. And we like to call him Boroluk, which means big man.
My brother is joking.
And these are in fact locally made chutneys. Well, I wouldn't fancy them because they've got flies all over them if you have a closer look there. So eat at your own risk. And as well as the Bombay Sweets variety of potato crackers, which is my favourite, they have another brand made by BD Food. So I'll have to try that one. Not here, but because I'm not in the mood for it. But if I come across them somewhere else, I'll compare the two and give you a taste test. And we finally arrived at the Mausoleum of the father of Bangladesh, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So better get out of this car, or minibus or van, whatever you want to call it. Let's grab my bag. Let's see what is out there. So it looks like a metal detector there. I'm going to set everything off going through. And we're through. Setting off the metal detector. So it looks all lovely and clean and dust free. They no doubt have their people with the brooms out every other hour for that task at hand. And that domed building looks like a mosque. Really is lovely out here, even though it's quite warm. But it's like a mini park in itself. And just in front, it's like an avenue. The trees on either side, and it really is so peaceful here, apart from the people around me all chatting quite loudly, and a couple of people there praying. It's a lovely water feature here. I dare not drink it. Oh, there's some steps I just stumbled down, but the gimbal caught all those movements and smoothed it out. A modest crowd of people here anyway. All here to pay their respects to the father of the nation. And it looks like it's in there. So, have to take our shoes off as a mark of respect. That's me done. And and so I wasn't able to take the camera in there. They were extremely strict with their no photography policy, so I had to respect that. I couldn't say, do you know who I am? I couldn't use that line. But it was a most serene experience to be in the grace of those important people, albeit in their tombs or the mausoleum. And this was the house he lived in back in the day. So Bangladesh is a nation which came into being in 1971, so that was 51 years ago. So I believe that he lived up until maybe the mid-70s when he was assassinated. So I'll leave the spelling of his name below so you can look him up for yourself and read up on him. It was a very fascinating history, in fact. I remember a few years ago seeing him being interviewed by David Frost, talking about the goings-on of the War of Independence with Pakistan. So it was quite interesting, to say the least. It'll be up on YouTube somewhere if you look for it. Run into these friendly young men who were curious about me, asking me all about myself, and they actually thought I was press, which is expected because I'm a fellow brownie like them. Afnana kun jaga dashen? Where have you come from? They've come from Madhapur district. Madhapur district. How far is that? Kotodur? About 100 kilometers, I was saying. So what's your name?
Firdaus. Zahirul Islam. Rashidul Islam. Riyad Khan. Mustafizur Rahman. Amir Hussain. Muhammad Arman Mullah. Mainul Islam. Arman Hussain.
And
Amra cycle tour aschi.
Oh, okay. Amakel YouTube channel subscribe diben. So I just said to them, do me a favor, subscribe to my YouTube channel and I'll give them the details in a moment. So the perks of being a blogger. They want me to put my details in for my YouTube channel. So it is, would you put English? That's it. That's the route. Photography. Oh, the data was off. Now we're talking 4G here, but it's very slow. There, we have it. And I have a subscriber at last. Yay. Thank you. It's photo time with the father of Bangladesh. And we're going to be naughty and sneak a peek through his window, through these bars, see what we can see. I can see that's the bed there, and there's a portrait on the wall right at the back there, some tables, coffee table there, box of tissues on it, and here's a view from the alternate side looking into the same room there. And that's peeking into the dining room. I can't get any further because these pesky bars are getting in the way. আমি ইউটিউবার যে আমি আইল্যান্ড থাকি কিন্তু ইউকেও আমার আম্মা বাবা থাকে
আপনি এখানে পরিদর্শন করতে আসছেন